Hello, it's Helen here from helenmartinonline.com. How are you today? I'm here to share with you today one thing. Just one thing can help you get more friends, followers, and sales. Now, you may have noticed I'm on my own. I don't have Harley with me today. If you're not aware who Harley is, Harley's my little puppy. Harley is in the bad books today. Harley has been jumping up on our leather lounges this morning, and so Harley is in trouble. So I'm not with Harley today. You've just got me. I hope that's not disappointing to you, but Harley is in the bad books because he's jumping up on our leather lounges. So he's in the bad books outside. Hey Leslie, hey Emmy, how are you both? Awesome to see you on live today with me. So today I'm going to share with you the one thing that can really help you get friends, followers, and sales. So this is something that could help you strategically in your business. But before I get into the content, those of you that are here with me live, Leslie, that's okay, but I do enjoy seeing him. Yeah, I think a lot of people do. Oh, Tina's going to miss him. Tina's on. Hello, Tina. I haven't got Harley with me. I'm not sure if you just caught that, but he's been jumping up on our leather lounges this morning. He's learnt to jump up. And when they do that, they scratch the leather. So our other puppy did it too. So he's banned today from Facebook. But if you are here with me live, please say hello. Tell me where you're coming in from. If you're watching the replay, just put the word replay down below so I can say hello to you afterwards. If you've not been on a live with me before, I help home-based business owners, entrepreneurs, and network marketers bring their business online. So teach things like social media branding, social media strategies, which is one I'm going to talk about today. How do you get leads online, Facebook Lives and all those kind of things. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Jennifer. Tina, I'm sorry. I know you miss Harley. Hey Jennifer, thank you for tuning in from California. But yeah, he's in the bad books today. I'll bring him back next week. Don't worry, he's still around. So if you've not watched a live with me before, just drop the number 1 down below so I can give you a special shout out for being here. So what do you think that is the one thing that you should be doing? Has anybody got any ideas of what, there's something that's really, really powerful that, oh no, sorry, not bad doggies. He's just in the bad books for today. That'll probably last all of 2 minutes when I get off this Facebook Live, Tina, and I go out and rescue him and give him a big hug. Hey Crystal from Utah, awesome. And Robin watching from Kentucky, awesome. It's awesome to see you guys here. Jennifer said live videos. That's actually a really good one, Jennifer. It's not, it'd be a battle with that one actually, Jennifer, because I constantly say that, live videos, Facebook Live is one of the most powerful things to build your business. So I would agree with you, and I'd actually probably have that on par with what I'm about to say. But what you say on your live, here's a hint, what you say on your live videos is more the answer to what I'm trying to get at on today's sort of video. So one thing which you can bring into your live videos that you can do. I'm watching from Georgia. Helen, I think. I'm not quite sure what that means, Tina. You're probably continuing on a previous conversation I was just having with you. But welcome from Georgia. Call to action. Yeah, that's important, Jennifer. Thank you for playing with me here. That's important. But before you get to the call to action, you got to do something before you sort of get to that point. So awesome for interacting with me, but I'll let you know what it is. It's all about stories, guys. Sharing stories. And you can do that so well. I'm watching from Georgia, right. Awesome, Tina, thank you. You can share powerful stories through Facebook Live. So that would even be more powerful. But yes, Leslie's got it. Tell your story. Stories is one of the most powerful ways to get people to connect with you. When people know, like, and trust you and connect with you, That's when they're going to want to stick around to hear what you have to say. That's when they're going to stick around and want to follow you and listen to you and buy something perhaps from you that you recommend from your story. So there's 3 tips that I want to give you today regarding this to really make it work for you. And I'm going to dive deeper next week in how you actually structure it. So there's one thing in knowing how to do it and how powerful it can be, and I'm going to tell you why it's so powerful in a minute, but how you actually structure it and put it together, that I'm going to talk about next week. So I'll jump on next week, and one of the lives that I'll do next week is to how to actually structure your story to make it powerful and make it really work for you. Now, this is something that you can blend from a personal Facebook page, so you can do it there and you can do it on a business page. Now, if you've listened to me before, you'll know how much I talk about what not to do on a personal Facebook page and not putting pictures of your products, for sale, special, discount. This is awesome. You should get some. Latest product on the market. If you want some, PM me. And you're selling. That's not story. That's selling. Katrina, how you going, Katrina? I really appreciate your lives. Thank you, Katrina. I appreciate that. Crystal, I'm excited for that next week. Yeah, so I'll continue this discussion next week. I don't want to talk forever. I'm trying to shorten my Facebook lives because, as you guys know, they tend to sort of drag on a bit. So I'm just going to break that up and talk about, the how. But this is the big difference between, this week I've spoken a little bit about the difference between sort of marketing and selling. When you've got pictures on your personal Facebook page and you're just pushing stuff out of your products, that's sort of selling. We don't want to sell, we want to market. We want to learn how to market strategically and entice people to follow you, like you, want to hear what you have to say and want to buy what it is you have to offer. So when you can learn to share and market through stories, you can have a much better result with your business. People buy on emotion, not pushy sales messages, emotion. Tina, love you and Harley. I'll be back on later. I love your reminders of when you're on time next on Facebook. Yeah, they are handy, aren't they? That's okay. Catch the replay, Tina. It's awesome to see you on live. So this is really important to know as to why stories are so important, is because people connect on emotion. So why do you go and buy something new? Let's say you've got an occasion to go to and you want a new outfit. Girls want a new dress. Guys, you might want a new shirt or a suit or something like that. Why do we do that? We do that because of how it makes us feel. We buy things because of how they make us feel a lot of the time. So we certainly buy things out of necessity that we need, but stuff that you're asking to buy that's not a necessity, it's almost like a discretionary thing as to whether they actually really need it. Like, do you need food and water to survive? Yes. We need that. It's an essential item. But do they actually need what you have for survival? Probably not. So why are they going to buy what you have? Because they connect with an emotion of how it's going to help them. How is it going to make their life better? Is it going to make them feel better? Is it going to make them lose weight? Is it going to make them sleep better? Is it going to give them more energy? Is it going to give them some perk that they haven't had before? Is it going to make them, look better, have a better quality of life? Whatever it is that you have to offer, why would people buy it? So this is where we need to talk about the benefits of what you have, not what you have. I don't care about your thing. I care about what your thing brings me. So does it make me feel better, look better, be happier, whatever it is that it has? It's not your thing. I don't connect with a picture of a bottle of something that's just literally a picture of a bottle of something. What I connect with is what's inside that bottle. What does it do for me? How does it make me feel? That's why people will buy it. So this is where storytelling and elaborating on the benefits of what it is you have to offer will get you far more people that are interested to listen to you, be your friend, follow you, and buy from you. Does this make sense? Can you just put the number 2 down below if this is connecting with you? That's funny. I'm not really trying to tell a story here, but, are you connecting with what I'm saying here about how powerful it is to tell a bit of a story about what it is you have to offer? Because that's where people make the connection. People don't make connections with objects. Objects mean nothing. Pictures of bottles and things and, whatever, they don't emotionally connect to, that bottle's so pretty. I mean, maybe they do. I'm sure people buy perfume bottles because of the way the bottle is shaped or looked or, something like that. You know where I'm coming from. But people actually buy things because of how it makes them feel. So if you want people to buy more stuff from you, if you want people to listen to you, so pushing stuff out on a personal Facebook page, that's an unfriend. That's, I don't want to see all that stuff. It's just annoying me. Social media, Facebook is a social platform. Let's talk about what's happening in our life, in our kids and our grandkids and our friends and the weather and holidays. And that's what Facebook is for on a personal Facebook page. But you can get away with telling a really intriguing story. Take people on a ride of where you've been, what you've got that gave you something else. This is what I'll dive into deeper next week as to how you structure this story. But people buy on, emotion, on how it's going to make them feel, the thought of what it's going to do for them, not the actual sort of physical product. I've just got the 3 things. I've got my notes here that I just want to refer to. So the sort of strategy 1 around this. So next week, I'm going to go into 5 tips of how to structure your story. But I just want to give you 3 tips around this concept of telling a story and what's sort of important here. So the first one is learning how to tell your story. And that's what I'm going to go into next week. So learn how to tell your story so it becomes a teachable moment. It becomes an impactful thing for somebody else to get to them to the point that they find you interesting and intriguing. And there may be somebody else at the other end of that story that goes, that's me. I need that. I can resonate with that story. So the number 1 thing is learning how to tell your story. And that's what I'll elaborate on next week. So that's the first sort of strategy around this. And really the key here is making your story being told in a way that becomes a teachable moment to somebody else. The number 2 tip around this is, this might sound a bit weird, but people connect with your mess. People connect with the things that are going wrong in your life. People connect with the things that go wrong. That's what people connect with. People don't really care about your wins or your successes. They're more interested in your mess. So have a look at reality TV. How drawn to you with reality TV. Why is reality TV so popular? Because it's so real, it's so authentic, it's so genuine. Sometimes it's really stupid that we watch this stuff on TV. But reality TV is really, really popular because it's real, it's raw, it's messy. It's people say things they shouldn't do, people do things they shouldn't do, but it's real. People connect with real. People connect with your mess. People connect with, your issues or things that haven't gone well in the past. People don't really care about your successes unless you share the mess that you came from to get the success. So the story, so if you just, it's all about the success and the good thing at the end, and now you feel amazing and all the rest of it, but there's no story behind where you were or sort of how you got there or what you used to get there. Like, unfortunately, people are more interested in the messiness in our life or the things that haven't gone well in our life than the good things in our life, unless there is a very powerful story behind that. Is this making sense? If this makes sense, drop the number 3 down below. Let me know that you're following here with me. Like, it sounds, people get all caught up in, I can't let people see me be down or cry or not let them know that I haven't got it all together, or, you know, that I have been a red hot mess in the past, or that I'm, you know, not that successful, or that I have to be perfect, especially if I go online, put my face online. You know, I need to let everybody think, or, you know, I do a Facebook Live. You know, one of the other most powerful things, I have to look perfect. I have to have the perfect backdrop. You know, I think I talked about this yesterday. I talked about it somewhere yesterday. You know, people look at my Facebook Lives and say, oh, what kind of a backdrop I'm going to have? I can't do anything like you. You shouldn't try to have anything like me. Yes, I'm very lucky to have a few like this that I look at every day, but that's not what's important. What comes out of my mouth and what I teach you is important. I could be standing against a blank wall, and most of the gurus do. It's just that I've got it here. And, you know, it's beautiful, so why not show it? But that's not what's important. People don't need to see that. I could be on a blank wall, and maybe sometimes I should, so people aren't watching the birds and the the cars and everything that's going by. But hopefully you're hearing what I'm saying, in that you don't have to be perfect, and people actually genuinely connect with you more when you stuff up, more when you admit that you're not, you know, you haven't had it all together, and you have had, Katrina, yeah, it's all about the view. You know, you have had something go wrong, and, you know, like one of my stories with the business side of it and why I came online is because, you know, I did, you know, some of you might already know this, I did network marketing really badly. I didn't know what I was doing, even though I was a general manager out of the corporate world. I'd been in business forever. I've got 3 degrees from university. You know, I'd like to think I've got my smarts about me, but do you think I could work out network marketing? No, I was shocking at it. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to approach people. I certainly didn't know how to handle objections. So I just did it all wrong, and I failed at it, and I openly admit that. Leslie, I'm just going to read this before it disappears. I just did a live and my video was sideways. Posted it and realized what happened, so I deleted it and redid it and told everyone what happened at the beginning of the second video. Yeah, cool. You know, and when we stuff up, just admit it. It's funny. It makes us real, because no one's ever perfect. I've even cried while I was doing a Facebook Live. Yeah, I did too. I think it was last week, Crystal. It really caught me off guard. I was talking about an illness that I've had in the past, and all the emotion of that illness and not walking, and, you know, what it did to my life back then. I cried too. It's you know, but it's just real. Hang on, where did my internet go? Am I back? Am I back? My internet just froze. I think I'm back. So Emmy, it's all about being real with your audience. Absolutely. And honestly, if we're real, it's not all roses. There's always stuff that goes wrong. You know, what was it, yesterday or the day before? You know, I got pissed off about something, and so I told you about it. Like, you know, and yes, people book calls with me and they don't turn up. And like, I can't sit here and go, my business is perfect. It's far from perfect. Things go wrong, so I tell you about it. It's just real. And you've done Facebook Lives with your kids, and people loved it. Yeah, you know, people think, I can't do a Facebook Live because my kids are around, or my kids are going to be noisy, or I can't keep my kids quiet enough to do a Facebook Live. Who cares? Have your kids screaming in the background. You look at some of the gurus, and that happens. Like, I was watching somebody just last night, actually. He was doing a Facebook Live. The baby was sleeping, and the wife had just gone out to get something from the shop. So he's stopped in the middle of his live and gone, oh, the baby's crying, and the wife's just gone out. you're just going to have to hang for a minute. So he walked away from his live, like I did a couple of weeks ago. I left my notes in the kitchen and I left you guys hanging, ran into the kitchen and then came back. And he went and got the baby, and then the baby spewing up all over his Facebook Live. Like, obviously, that's why the baby was crying. But it's just real. It's like, and when you share your messes with people, it just makes you more genuine. And that's what people connect with. Hey, Rob, how are you? Lovely to see you on live. It's like reality TV for some people. Yeah, and it just amazes me, Angela. How you going, Angela? It just amazes me how popular some of these reality TV shows are. And all they are is, like, we don't have it anymore here in Australia. I don't know if you had it, you know, in the States. It was a show called Big Brother. And it was just a group of people in a house just doing stuff. And not really doing much, but just the way they interacted and then fought with people and all that kind of stuff. And it was just literally people stuck in a house for 3 months or something like that. And then because they're stuck in this house, they'd go weird and, you know, and people loved it. It's like, how stupid is that? And people would cry and get upset and swear and get angry with each other, but the ratings just went through the roof. Oh, you remember that show, Crystal? It was just weird stuff, but you couldn't almost help not watch it because it was just so ridiculous. But isn't it weird? That's what people connect with, people's mess. When people are arguing and fighting and, you know, people, it just makes it more real. So this is where stories come in, but real stories. If you haven't had it all together, your life, you haven't been always healthy, you know, all those kind of things, but you've got a result from something, tell that story. So that's number 2. People actually connect with your mess. So make your mess part, whatever that is, you know, whether that's financial or health or products or business or whatever it is. Oh, that's what I started to say with my story. And then, so I did network marketing really badly in the beginning, and I openly share that. And then I learned what to do, and I did it really well, and I was enrolling all these people. I jumped 4 ranks in 7 months. I got car qualified, free car, awesome. Momentum, money's rolling in, so exciting. Fast forward 6 to 12 months and hello, where's half my team? Oh, they approached 5 or 10 people. They all said no, and oh, this doesn't work. Network marketing doesn't work. So my team was going backwards faster than I was losing people faster than I was recruiting them. So then I was like, I was in shock. I'd worked my ass off. I'll tell you, I'd worked really hard to get the momentum that I had and all of that kind of stuff, and it was falling away from me. And you can't control other people. I can't, you know, I'd ring my team members and go, what can I do to help? You know, and then you'd get them all revved up, and then the phone had clicked down or your meeting had finished, and they say they're going to do this, this, and this, and they still do nothing. And so you're trying to do this with your own team members. That's why I went online. That's what I do now. That's why I learned about attraction marketing. That's why I have this business page, and I attract people to me, and I recruit my business from people through the internet now. So that's a far more enjoyable way for me to, you know, build my business. But I tell that story over and over and over again. And it's probably that in that story, there's probably something that a lot of network marketers can connect with, I would imagine. Put the number 3 down below. If there's anything in my story that you, if you're a fellow network marketer, can connect with what I've been through. I would like to think there's some of you that would put a 3 down, because I know I'm not alone in this journey. And I know that's why a lot of people learn to look at online strategies to you know, find new people, go out to the cold market, build relationships with people. Just the sad part about it is most people are doing it wrong. If you're here listening to me, I'm teaching you to do it the right way. So good for you for being here. And it's awesome that you're here. I love you being here. No, the third one, quit bragging. This is where a lot of people go wrong, particularly on personal Facebook pages, when it's all about the excitement of the business. And they're trying to tell a little bit of a story, but they're bragging about where they've been, what they're doing. This is so exciting. You know, coffee with my teammate. It's all the momentum we're doing. You know, it's just all bragging. It's not a story. It's just you're trying to brag about your stuff. People don't care. They really don't care. It is unfortunate that people actually get jealous of it and they actually turn off of it. So a story is far more powerful. If you've got a result and you're doing good things, you have a right to brag. But where's the story behind it to let people connect with where you've been, what you've gone through to get to where you are that you can brag about? Does that make sense? So lots of threes there. Thanks for that, Leslie. I see it all the time in my own business. Yeah, and we will for years to come. And this is why I applaud you and I encourage you for learning how to do this the right way. Yeah, Leslie, from my own upline. I don't doubt that. There's lots of people in this business that are still doing it, the wrong way. And we will continue to see that. I predict for years yet before people start getting their personal Facebook pages shut down. And then they go, well, how do I build online? Oh, I've got to start a business page. Okay. But you're streets ahead of them with thousands of people following you. So who are they listening to? You and not them. I don't connect with bragging. Yeah, Rob. Most people don't. And most people look at it, unfortunately, and they just sort of switch off it. So if there's bragging with no story behind if you've achieved something really good and you've worked bloody hard for it, excuse my language, you actually have a right to share that and brag about it. But how are you delivering that message? There's got to be a story behind it. So this is where Facebook Lives can be as powerful as the story is by delivering the story through the Facebook Live. Did I just say that right? But that how powerful Facebook Lives are. But when you can tell a story through a Facebook Live, you're going to get more people engaging and accepting that if there is something that you've done really well, then if they can, through your story, understand that you deserved that, you've worked hard for that, or you tried something different and it worked, but you're saying it in a way that you care, you've got empathy, and there's emotion behind it. Not, here I was, here I am, aren't I wonderful? And that's often how people pitch themselves in social media. So, the bragging, just people don't want to hear it. People don't really care. All people really care about is how you're going to help them. How are they going to connect with that is through the story of connecting with you and your story. And then they might go, oh, that's me. Or there's elements of that story that I can relate to. So if I do what she's done or what he's done, I might get the same result. So how you deliver your results, sort of the bragging, makes a huge difference as to how people are going to perceive you. They might see you as a show-off or just a know-it-all and switch off to you. You want more friends. You want more followers. You want more likes and followers on your business page. You want more friends on your personal page. So be somebody that's inspiring. Be somebody that tells powerful stories from where you were to where you are and what helped you get there. And let people connect with the emotion of that. So when people connect with the emotion of that and they feel your emotion by reading your story, they're more likely to be drawn into you, connect to you, and therefore if you've got something to buy from you. So does that make sense? Can you just put the word sense down below if that makes sense to you, what I've discussed here today? And one of the most powerful things for you to get more friends, more followers, and more sales is how you actually deliver the message of your business, how you promote that to people. And it's all about learning to market yourself and your business in a strategic way rather than just, I've got a product. I'm awesome. I've achieved this. I've got this. You should look at it. PM me. That's selling. We don't want to sell. We want to market through stories. You can do that story in a written form, but even more powerful, you can do it in a Facebook Live and then put your own emotion behind it. Stories, if you're good at it, that you can bring emotion into written words. But when you actually do a Facebook Live, and, like Crystal said before and mine last week, it actually really caught me off guard that I started crying on my Facebook Live. Like I really had to sort of stop myself and go, give me a minute. But that's not something that's made up. That's just something that comes, but people can, connect with that emotion. And, it's real and genuine. Unless you're a really good actor and you can fake cry, which unless you've been to acting school, I don't know many people that can do that, and you wouldn't want to do that anyway because that's not genuine. So bringing that emotion into your story, double whammy. So, you know, the Facebook Live with the story, you got to make it even more powerful. So next week, you'll know my first video for the week. Sorry, I've just got to get rid of an alert there. There we go. My first video for the week is always a personal development mindset topic, so I'll still do that first. And then the day after, I'm going to continue this discussion because I want to share with you how you craft a really good story, whether that's in written form or through a Facebook Live. How do you really make this work for you on your business? Now, this is a strategy that you can use both on a personal Facebook page and a business page, and it's a free strategy. So not only is it powerful, it's something that if you just put a little effort into your words and how you're delivering your message, this could work really, really well for you in your business if you put some time and effort into. What I find really frustrating with people in this industry is their driver, their motivation comes from, what can I get from people? So if I put a Facebook post up about my products and there's a special on, what's the motivation? Buy me. I want your money. I want you to buy something from me. It's coming from the motivation of that individual, not coming from the motivation of being valuable and showing empathy and really caring about the people that you are offering these products to. We need to care more about the other person than what we do about ourselves. So we give value. We don't think about what we can get from people through Facebook. We think about how can I help somebody today? What message can I bring today on my Facebook page that might help somebody today? Not what post can I put up about my products with a special discount that I can get to buy from me today. That's all about you. It's not about the other person. You just want people to buy something off you. Now, I get it. You're in a business. You want people to buy your products and you want people to join your business opportunity. We all do. That's the name of the game, obviously. But whether you're selling or marketing is going to make or break your business, particularly online. Offline as well, actually. But what's frustrating is that a lot of network marketers are bringing their tacky, pushy, traditional network marketing strategies in the online world on their personal Facebook pages. So we want to stop all of that, and we want to get really good at marketing and not selling, and selling a story and get people to buy into your emotion. So then they come to their own conclusion that they actually want to message you. They connected with your message and they're interested in what you've got to offer because of how you've told the story. Emmy, valuable live as always, Helen. Thank you, Emmy. Appreciate your comment. Crystal, my upline told me that I'm too sensitive and I care too much. No. I mean, we've got to balance our own emotions. So it depends where that's sort of coming from, but you can't care too much. And this is where uplines can be way, way too pushy. They can be on your back all the time. Who have you contacted this week? Who have you prospected? Like how many, and all the pressure's on. And you know what it does for people in this business? It just puts them off and they stop taking any action altogether because they got pressure from the upline and they're not feeling comfortable, and it's that pressure. And this is why I'll always say, let's elevate this industry, people. That's why network marketing gets a bad name. Push. We're going to take the pushiness out of this industry, get smarter about how to tell stories and how to network with people on social media and show empathy and come from a place of value and attract people to you instead of all this pushy crap that network marketers do. Can you tell that it annoys me? And this is why I do what I do and I say what I say, because I have a broader mission to elevate this industry. Because I'm sick of hearing, oh, you're in network marketing. Oh, okay. And you're getting almost put down for it. And I hold my head high and go, this is amazing industry. The ability to earn residual income for you and your family, not slave to an employer until you're 60, 70. Like, I don't want to put down traditional employment. We all need traditional employment. to do what we need to do. I've had traditional employment most of my life, and I'm grateful for that. I wouldn't have the business skills or half the skills that I have or the connections that I have or learnt what I've learnt without traditional employment. It's a beautiful thing. But do I want to do it for the rest of my life? No way. Now that I'm out of corporate world, I have a burning desire not to go back there. It's really funny. I did what I did forever, and that's all I ever knew. But once you allow yourself to step away, it's like, I don't know how I did what I did. And I have no desire to go back there. But I get sick of the industry that I've chosen, the profession that I've chosen, that I get put down for it or get looked down on it from some people. So the quicker we can do this all properly, people, learn how to tell stories and engage on social media the right way, the faster all our businesses will grow, because it will become a respected profession, which you got to admit, it's not always a respected profession. So let's raise the bar of this industry, learn to do things like tell stories and connect with people and give value and care. So there's no need to have any apologies for caring and showing empathy for other people. That's when people get interested in you. When people know you care, they'll start caring. So if you start caring about people and their health or their business or their wealth or whatever it is, then they'll start caring about what it is that you've got to offer. When you just push stuff on people, which most network marketers do, why should they care? All they see is you want them to buy something off you. You want them to go into business with you so you benefit. What's in it for them? That's what's important. That's where your discussion should be carried towards. Not, if you join my team, you'll get this, and my upline's this guru, and this, it's all about, you. This is where a lot of people go wrong in just traditional network marketing and learning how to talk to people. It's not about you. It's about the other person, what value you can give them, how you can help them better their life in their health, their wealth, their whatever your products do, how you can help that person. So, Leslie, I think it was, I've almost thrown in the towel a couple of times because of the pushy. Yeah, and I mean, who likes stuff being pushed on them? Seriously. We know we don't like it, so why would we do it to other people? And, you ask uplines that give pressure to their downlines. How many people have you contacted this week? Have you written your list of your top 100? Have you gone through 10 of those at least? So are you recycling the list? Are you following up with those people? Have you got a spreadsheet going on? You've done this person, that, and now you're following up on whatever, and you're just at people. You're just at them, sending the message, following them up and whatever. And, I'm not saying approaching people and following up people doesn't have its place in network marketing. It does. People build their business successfully on network traditionally. And I would never say to you, stop building your business traditionally. If you can have a great conversation with somebody, which comes from a place of care and value, and that you really care about that person and how your products can help them, or how the business might be able to help them earn some more money, then go for it. The traditional way. It still comes back to how you pitch it. Is it all about you, or is it all about them? It needs to be all about them. Okay. Yes, Rob, people are very quick to judge. And that's why I'm passionate about elevating the profile of this industry so people don't judge. But while there's network marketers out there being as pushy as ever in the traditional way or online through their personal Facebook pages, while people continue to do that, we're still going to be hit with that judgment because they've got every right to judge when people are pushing their stuff on them. So, let's raise the integrity and the strategies behind network marketing. Let's put some modern network marketing strategies in place, and telling stories is one of those. So let's continue the discussion on this next week with how you craft your story. So hopefully that'll be something be beneficial for you next week. Those of you that have been on with me live, You know how much I really appreciate you here and interacting with me. You're awesome. So I will catch you guys next week with great more content, and continuing this discussion. If you've got value out of this Facebook Live today, please put the word value down below. Share this with people in your teams. Anybody that's building online, just doing network marketing in general. This is really good to share out. So if you're happy to do that, please do that. Thank you for your comment, Rob. I really appreciate you letting me know that. So have an awesome rest of the day, or evening, morning, whatever it is for you. Thank you for your comments flying through to say valuable, and thank you. I really appreciate that. You guys are awesome, and I'll look forward to seeing you on my next Facebook Live. Bye, guys.